Welcome once again in the today's video session, and the chapter is the Indian Constitution. So from this video session and the topics you will get the following Dalmia core values. Those are integrity, justice and open-mindedness. In today's topic, I will tell you about the difference between fundamental rights and fundamental duties. In the previous session, we already discussed about the fundamental rights. So once again, the fundamental rights is a charter of rights in Constitution of India. Part 3rd of the Indian Constitution contains the list of fundamental rights. It guarantees civil liberties such that all Indians can lead their lives in peace and harmony. So, as you know, the fundamental rights: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedy. As you know, the right to equality under Article 14 and Article 18, it refers to the equality in eyes of law, discarding any unfairness on grounds of caste, creed, race, religion, place of birth, sex. All human beings are born free and are equal in dignity and rights. So that is the right to equality. The second one is right to freedom under Article 19 and Article 22. This right provides various freedoms: freedom of speech and expression, freedom to form association or union, freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, freedom to reside and settle in any territory of India, freedom to practice any profession. And the next one is right against exploitation under Article 23 and Article 24. These rights aim at protecting citizens from environmental, domestic, and work hazards. It consists of two major provisions. First is the abolition of forced labor, and second is the abolition of employing of the children under 14 years of age. The fourth one is right to freedom of religion under Article 25 and Article 28. It supports the freedom of an individual or group that every citizen has the right to practice and promote their religion peacefully. The concept is generally recognized as also to include the freedom to change religion or not to follow any religion. The fifth one is cultural and educational rights. Under Article 29 and Article 30, the right allows every citizen of India to have a cultural and education up to where that person wants. No citizen shall be denied admission into any educational institution on basis of religion, race, caste, language, or any of them. The last one is right to constitutional remedies under Article 32. It protects the rights of citizens. They can stand up and fight for their fundamental rights. In case of any of the rights denied to the resident of the country, the individual or the party has the right to present their case in a court. So these are the rights. Now I am going to tell you about the duties, the fundamental duties. Fundamental duties are the ones that are recognized as moral obligations the citizens are expected to perform. Article 51A under Part 4A of the Constitution of India speaks of the fundamental duties. It was through the 42nd Amendment that these duties were introduced in the Constitution. So fundamental duties are to respect the national flag, the national anthem, to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Citizens should be ready to defend and render national service towards India. to promote harmony and the spirit of brotherhood among all people of India on religious or sectional diversities, and to renounce practices derogatory to dignity of women, to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. And the seventh is natural environment, including the forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife are expected to be preserved by the citizens. To develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. To safeguard public property and to avoid violence. People are expected for the excellence of all the individuals and collective activities to help in the development of the country, to provide opportunities for education to child between the age of 6 to 14 years. So these are the fundamental duties. So now you will better understand difference between the that fundamental rights and the fundamental duties. So you can see on the screen that the rights and the duties. So I'm going to tell you about the difference between the fundamental rights and the duties. So rights, these are the rights and freedoms guaranteed by constitutions of some countries of the world to their citizens. These rights have a legal sanction and are enforceable in a court of law. And duties, on the other hand, fundamental duty is the basic duty or responsibility bestowed on you as a citizen of the country. A fundamental right exists by virtue of the fact that you are a human being, and a fundamental duty exists as a responsibility on you as a human being. The third one is fundamental right is based on privilege granted to you. Fundamental duty is based on accountability. There are 6 fundamental rights and there are 11 fundamental duties. Any citizen, for that matter, can make full use of his fundamental rights pertaining to right to life, freedom of speech, etc. And the fundamental duty, any citizen, for that matter, is expected to carry out fundamental duties fully well so that the society as a whole will be benefited. So these are the difference between the fundamental rights and the fundamental duties. So here is the conclusion. Fundamental rights and duties are of no use until we use our rights for the betterment of our society. Only written things are of no use until we make it in our practice. It's time we leave our differences behind, come together and fight for things that are fundamentally right. Let's show them our strengths in numbers and solitude. The revolution can happen. Thank you and stay home, stay safe. But there is the homework for you. So here is the homework for you. Complete your worksheets, learn the key features of the Indian Constitution and learn the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution. So till then, goodbye and we will meet again in the next session.